In a quiet beach on Long Island, New York, beauty hides a terrifying secret. Families go there to swim, fish, and watch the sunset. But beneath the sand lies a grave, a silent witness to untold crimes. For years, women have been disappearing, one by one, until their bodies are found, buried just steps from where the ocean meets the shore. This is the story of the Long Island serial murders, a case that shocked America, terrified communities, and left haunting questions. Who killed these women? What was their target? And how was the hunter able to hide for so long? In this documentary, we will uncover the truth behind the mystery of the murdered girls. From their lives, to their tragic deaths, to the relentless investigations that continue even today. This is a journey into one of the darkest chapters in modern American criminal history. Long Island is a remote place, just an hour's drive from Manhattan. It's known for its sandy beaches, affluent neighborhoods, and vacation homes. It's a place where the American dream is lived out, with quiet neighborhoods and ocean views. But behind the postcard image, there's another Long Island, one that most people don't see. Deserted highways that cut through the night, stretches of deserted coastline where waves crash endlessly, and communities plagued by crime, drugs, and poverty. In December 2010, this dark side of Long Island would come to light. Police searching for a missing woman led to the discovery of human remains buried on Gilgo Beach. What initially appeared to be a tragic accident quickly unraveled one of the most perplexing murder cases in American history. Before the case exploded in the media, there were women, young, ambitious, often struggling, who suddenly disappeared. Maureen Brainerd Barnes, a 25-year-old mother, left her Connecticut home in July 2007. She told friends she was going to work in the city. She never returned. Melissa Barthelemy, 24, disappeared in July 2009. After she disappeared, her family received frightening phone calls, someone using her cell phone taunting her with cruel words. Megan Waterman, 22, disappeared in June 2010 after leaving a hotel in Hauppauge, Long Island. Amber Lynn Costello, 27, disappeared in September 2010. She was seen leaving her home late at night, getting into an unknown vehicle. All of these women share something in common. They were stalkers, advertising their services on online sites like Craigslist. For many, it was a way to survive, to support their families. But in the shadows of the internet, predators were waiting. Families reported them missing. Calls for help were made, but the response was slow. Many of the women's lifestyles made police reluctant to act quickly. The delay would prove costly. In December 2010, a young woman named Shannon Gilbert went missing after calling 911. She told the operator she was in danger and ran for her life. Police began searching the Gilgo Beach area. Instead of finding Shannon, they found something much worse. In a ditch near the main road, police found human remains. Days later, multiple bodies were found, all buried within a few hundred feet of each other. The first 4 victims to be found were Maureen, Melissa, Megan, and Amber, women who had disappeared between 2007 and 2010. The remains were wrapped in burlap sacks, carefully buried in the sand. The gruesome discovery turned Gilgo Beach into a crime scene like no other. News crews flocked to the scene, helicopters hovered overhead, and families watched in horror as the truth emerged. In the spring of 2011, a total of 10 sets of human remains were found in the area. including unidentified victims. The media began calling the killer the Long Island Serial Killer, or LISK. The question now became clear. Who was responsible for this seaside cemetery? The police investigation quickly escalated. Detectives reviewed thousands of phone records, online ads, and witness statements. But progress was slow. Theories emerged. Some believed it was the work of a single vigilante killer. Others suggested there could be more than one, perhaps even multiple animals using similar hunting grounds. There was a smattering of police corruption. Allegations that law enforcement might have been protecting people. Some pointed the finger at locals, others at prominent businessmen. The uncertainty fueled fear and speculation. Despite hundreds of leads, no arrests were made for years. The case was delayed. Families were distraught. Critics accused the police of failing to protect vulnerable women because of the work they did. For the families, justice seemed out of reach. After more than a decade of death, in July 2023, authorities announced a breakthrough. They arrested Rex Heuermann, a 59-year-old architect from Massapequa Park, Long Island. He was charged with the murders of Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Costello. Neighbors described him as quiet, ordinary. He lived in a modest apartment, commuted to Manhattan, and had a wife and children. On the surface, he was just a professional in another neighborhood. But behind closed doors, investigators said he was hiding a secret and terrifying life. Cell phone records, DNA evidence, and surveillance linked him to the crimes. In 2024, prosecutors continued to build their case. But even after his arrest, questions remained. Is he the only one guilty? Is he responsible for all the victims? Or are there others still out there? The Long Island serial killings have left deep scars on families, communities, and the nation. The victims' families struggle daily for closure. Memorial services are held on Gilgo Beach, candles lit in memory of the women whose lives were stolen. But the scars remain. The case has also sparked larger conversations about how society values the lives of sex workers, about the failures of law enforcement, and the predators who lurk in the shadows of the Internet. Even today, not all of the victims have been identified. Not all of the questions have been answered. The Gilgo Beach murders remind us that evil can lurk in the most ordinary places, behind ordinary faces. Perhaps the most shocking truth of all, the story of the Gone Girls may not be over yet.